Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It has already been a while now that I did a product test or an experiment or something like that. I mean, I've tried everything I could find. You see videos of that in the playlist. Baking powder, dish soap, alcohol. I don't even know what else. Some were a success or interesting at least, and some were total mess. And I was thinking about, okay, like cells from silicone, it's also basically because oil and water work like counterproductive, and that's how you get cells, because the oil makes its way through the paint, all this kind of thing. So I thought like, okay, this is water repellent spray. You put this on shoes or on clothes or something like that, that it protects against the rain. So it should have an effect of the water with which we thin down the acrylic paint in order to have some acrylic pouring experience. These are little coasters I bought in a dollar store. I poured on them before. I really was surprised how good they hold up. I have that in a video if you're interested, but nothing peeled off or anything like that. So now I really like to use them for experiments because you just need a tiny bit of paint. This is pure paint basically, like I have here orange, yellow, red and white. I already put them together in a little flip cup. These I put separate now because I have a little bit of this spray in here, and I'm going to use the dropper to mix it under the paint. And with this one I'm gonna spray the water repellent spray on top and see what it does. I don't know if any of those make any effect. I don't know if the effect will hold up when it dries or anything like that, but I hope you're one of these people who enjoy my experiments and eventually the mess that comes with it. Okay, so let's give it a go. So this is actually too much, of course, for such a little tiny surface, but I just wanted to make sure that I can really see something, especially when I spray on it. The smell is pretty intense, but yeah, that's also, I sprayed it in here that I don't have the air bubbles from the gas, so I know that the possible effect is not coming from just basically gas bubbles. You saw I added like 3 drops in each of them, which is rather a lot. I would never, for silicone, never add that much. There's nothing happening in the cup so far, so that's not necessarily a good sign, but who knows. I'm also a little bit torn if I should torch it. I mean, obviously it's flammable, so I advise you to really think about that yourself and possibly not do that. But I think probably it's only the gas that it's flammable and not the real ingredient. Okay, so I'm gonna put the flip cups on here and then I'm gonna lift it up and we're gonna hopefully be interestingly surprised. I didn't mix it in a cup. That's a little like a little S or something. I should possibly have done that the colors mix a bit more, but it is what it is now. Okay, I'm gonna spray on the left one. It's a bummer. There's nothing happening. The cells that are there now were already there when I flipped it. I don't know if I didn't mix it up properly, or didn't mix it up too quickly, or if it's just because of different consistencies. It's so much paint on there. I mean, here it looks almost a little bit like there is something going on, but not really that I would say like, yes, 100% that's because of the stuff. Because I added a lot, so if there is an effect, it should be way more visible. On the other hand, where do all these cells come from? And they're big and they're nicely together, so I don't think it can be purely an air bubble, because air bubble cells break up really quickly. There is something in it. But spraying it on top didn't do anything. Well, also in the cup, oh yeah, you can't see that, but it looks like there's something happening, and there's something happening really funny. Let me see if I can make this visible for you. Do you see this? This has little lines inside. And yeah, here's really nothing. So I think I'm gonna experiment a little bit more with this. And I would be really interested to hear from you if you can make out if this now comes from this effect, or I would hope you try it and let me know in the comments what kind of experience you had with this. I think it could be a thing. With these colors, it's also difficult because everything flows together into one big orange stuff. So I eventually gonna repeat that in a painting, and I hope that if you keep watching or subscribing, that you gonna keep a lookout for that next test or video. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and I hope to see you back soon.